You're watching the People's Television, ABC Amber TV, the voice of Ambazonia. Stay tuned.
When it does, you need this and this and this. When it happens to me, I always know where to go. When you've got professionals on your side, your problems don't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? Contact them today and let them take care of your problems. Don't you hate it when that happens to you? When it does, you need this and this and this. When it happens to me, I always know where to go. When you've got professionals on your side, your problems don't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? Contact them today and let them take care of your problems. Don't you hate it when that happens to you? When it does, you need this and this and this. When it happens to me, I always know where to go. When you've got professionals on your side, your problems don't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? Contact them today and let them take care of your problems. Don't you hate it when that happens to you? When it does, you need this and this and this. When it happens to me, I always know where to go. When you've got professionals on your side, your problems don't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? Contact them today and let them take care of your problems. Don't you hate it when that happens to you? When it does, you need this and this and this. When it happens to me, I always know where to go. When you've got professionals on your side, your problems don't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? Contact them today and let them take care of your problems. Don't you hate it when that happens to you? When it does, you need this and this and this. When it happens to me, I always know where to go. When you've got professionals on your side, your problems don't stand a chance. What are you waiting for? Contact them today and let them take care of your problems.
Okay, any person we don't join me make a man know if they feel hear me. I know, so that will go now. Just some short live video we will get from making for here today. Let's see. Okay, I check say the volume. It is good. We want to talk about Ambazonian nation because a lot of things them there outside the way it confuse so many people, and when you not be informed, you feel be at times deformed. So now the reason why I talk say me I try explain some few things for Ambazonian people that me they understand, so that as we navigate it go forward, we'll be able for know exactly which side will you go and which side will come out from. So I check say that one will be now the main thing that we'll go for talk today, and after that any other thing for the come according to how it will be. Yes, so I throw a salute for all mommy and papa them, and I will throw a salute for all man with a day for home front, and I want just come for clarify some few things them, because we don't always understand say La Republic through a mafia system, it always bring confusion for our people to the extent say some people not even know which way it happened. Yes, some people do not know which way it happened. So I want to talk today about the Ambazonian nation, and as I see for the topic, it's the way I put down for outside day. I will talk about whether a struggle on a movement. I will talk about the name Ambazonia. I will talk about the issue of identity versus freedom. I will talk about colonial destruction, where La Republic they try to distract with people with them, and then I will talk about the restoration as we don't restore. We will talk about the issue of territorial integrity, like how La Republic they want to try for make miss with people that they know. Then I will talk about whether thing where it happen now civil war, now internal matter, or now whatsoever. Then I will try to talk about what will be the lasting solution for this issue, because now something the way a lot of people in the need for year. First thing, now say we go for understand say we be in a system for about 60 something years where it be made up of manipulations, distractions, and all those kind of things them, where La Republic it can't tell you some one thing or two things and you really believe with them, and where you don't know say all of this the same things and the mean are the same. They just use like how a man fi go tap bimbo way or bat put out inside some new jar where it be shining, you check saying are the same thing. I will give example. All we or plenty of us we grow for our villages, where when you will grow up they call you for your country name, and as they will call you for your country name, so when you don't grow rich for some kind of level, even your papa and mommy will be call you for country name, it will start to call you now for a Christian name. And that one, it never change your own identity. It never change the person where you be. And it never change all those things. And the kind of language where La Republic is used for manipulate with people, today they will say wanna be province, tomorrow they say wanna be regions, tomorrow they say wanna be this, wanna be Anglophones, wanna be West Cameroon, wanna be this other kind of them. And some people them they fall for it, but all those things are just divide and rule, distraction, for make sure say if you not abide with one, you abide with the other. Now, if you like, you call and say struggle. If you like, you call and say now a movement. But which way be proper? What we know now the search of identity, the war where we fight, where it start for 1961, not even 1961, before 1953 we will not start to fight the war with the Nigerian people for Eastern House of Enugu, because they want try for marginalize us to a lot of things them. Now we will try to identify ourselves, say no, we be different people from Ona. We will just join us so. And as it happened, we come out, we go get our own country for 1953, 54, go reach for 1961. We establish our own identity. We own government, we own house, we own big compound. Everything we manage and by ourselves. Now we know whether we get for job or we not go job or we do how and how. When we join La Republic, we join La Republic for form a federation of two states of equal status, like twins them. When you get twins them, any twin you get a name, the other one get a name. It not means that they will carry clothes for the other twins and go Guyana for the other one, then they put the other one, it remain empty skin. So when we join La Republic, it show us ill fate. Now you will make them, we'll talk, say, we'll start the fight from 1961 to 1972, they come forward. 2016, general public immobilized. One reach 2017, November 2017, Paul Biya declared war on us. Us who? Now the question that when you get for no. Remember, Paul Biya never declared any war against Anglophones. He declared war against Ambazonians, Southern Cameroonians, because now people where they be want to reassert their own identity. So we call this one say movement, we call this one as saying a struggle, we call it saying a war, that one may not be important. The major thing we didn't see now the issue of nationalism, identity. So we identify ourselves like a people and other kind of things. So maybe not a call for reforms, maybe a call for whatsoever thing. So if we accept, say we be Ambazonians, even so, La Republique would come with some distractors. The toxic will not get for use the name Ambazonia, will not get for use the name this, will get for use now this other name. But plenty countries and they where they don't change their own names them. Yes, we will not go here for the name countries where they change their names them. Like when you be the grow for up, they feel they call you for your country name. You talk say when you don't get your independence, you don't be an adult. Now this name where you go adopt them. So the name Ambazonia, it identify with us. Yes. So we're not going to wait. La Republic, it can't approve a name upon us or it dictate a name where we get. Same they call we. Yes. That is the same thing we get for put down for here. So the question of identity and freedom. Identity, it do with nationalism. It do with nationhood. It do with a people, a population, where they identify themselves like a separate entity with well-defined boundaries and all those things. We be right here like in the days of German unification and the rest, or all those empires, where you will see some people where they will be under some empire like the Ottoman Empire or different kind of empires where they will be. They decide now say no, they want reassert their identity, say they be being at these people, they not pay for force, they say may they be under this empire, may they be under whatsoever empire, like or the Ottoman Empire, Roman Empire, people them. Now why do we see those empires they disintegrate? Because it will be made up of a combination of states, countries, and all those things. So if we go be with La Republique, we decide now say we want to reassert our own identity. It no means saying a crime. So what way Ambazonia they define and now their identity. Identity means say it get to do with nationhood, nationalism, where it get territorial integrity, it get a population, and it is seek for sovereignty. How that one be different from freedom? Identity versus freedom. Freedom means say you feel achieve freedom within your same country, because when even we Ambazonia will go our own country, we therefore work hard for ensure say there is freedom in that country. Because freedom, is it freedom of expression, freedom of movement, freedom to express yourself, freedom of speech, all those kind of things, and where they define it within one Cameroon. Like people like Camto, people like UPC people, them where they did for inside La Republique, they talk say the CP and people do not they allow them. When I see Equinox, they try say they lock them because their own opinion it be different from the CRTV, where it means a freedom. So when I get to be careful with some people where they impose themselves, say they talk on behalf of Southern Cameroonians or Anglophones, and they use the word freedom for fool you. You check say freedom means na say na Ambazonia. No, freedom is not Ambazonia. Person wey stand for Ambazonia, e get na person wey get for talk say me La Republique it take his troops and come out from Ambazonia. Me it go for the boundaries where we obtain them the day where we get independence. So now why that way we will discard that word freedom for the moment. All those kind of things. When we would already reach for our own country, we would then know how we would then get our own freedom of all that kind of things, and where we will get them. Where people demonstrate, they feel go do everything, freedom for equality, accountability, all those kind of things, and a freedom that within a country where even till today, even America, where it be all free for so many years, centuries, It still fight for freedoms. Now, why did the CC and say they talk for America, say religious liberties, Black Lives Matter, and all those kind of things, them, the rights of the gay people, the rights of this, because all those things now freedom within the context of one country. Yes, freedom within the context of one country. So now the thing and that we will get for understand and make some person no can stand for from the talk say resistance forever until freedom. What freedom? When they talk so they fool you, then you go you want to realize and they don't take you go sell them for La Republic. Because all these things them are distraction language where La Republic is coin out there. So that when you listen to it, you check say this person they with you, whereas you know they with you. So I will give example for what where La Republic people they see you some like distraction today. We get Cameroon. When Arakan German Cameroon we start with Kamerun. We go for Southern Cameroons, former British Southern Cameroons. We get West Cameroon. We get Anglophones. We get Northwest, Southwest. We get Nozo. We get terrorists. We get Amber Boys. We get voices in the bushes. We get Anglophone leaders. All these things, not in the way La Republic, they want to try for use and for confuse us. I don't talk say with the fight for identity for land. Say me they come up for land they go. But you go here now, La Republic will go higher enablers and whosoever. They cannot begin to use some kind of words and where if we not be careful, we not go understand what side where they go. Now why that was some of them we talk say will be one and indivisible because we'll be one people under Germany, where they call us say German Cameroon will be start with K. German Cameroon will be start with K. No. The issue where La Republic is fight for, now for you, or where will fight for, now the issue where it concerns a nation. So under German Cameroon, something not be they exist like a nation. It will be a colony. It will still be like a property for some person. So a nation, a country, not it know it be known not that way the born the day where it get the independence. So before 1st of January 1960, there was no country that was known like La République du Cameroun. So make some person no can fool you talk say this so Cameroon be being a one and indivisible. Will be being a one under German Cameroon. German Cameroon be spread go for different places them where be for them. And the expression where the francophone they can't use them, they can't talk by so a paper when I enablers. They can't talk say oh we'll be being a one under German Cameroon before they can divide us. No. Maybe that's what you get for B. Okay, Africa be being a one no? Before the Berlin Colonial Conference, you can't divide them. Why they not talk say they get for go shit on they get for go back again like one Africa? Or why they not join all the Cameroon they get go jam back now for Germany? Why they not join a back go jam for Germany? Now because Germany they be not punish them for that First World War, and then it come now they talk say me they train us for self-governance. La Republic it be not get the independence, and therefore they don't go. Okay, now the German Cameroon that we don't talk say we no want to talk about German Cameroon say we will be one because Cameroon as a nation did not exist under German Cameroon. So La République du Cameroun it start for the existence on the 1st of January 1960. So they not go talk something say German Cameroon one. The next thing we will go for talk go for the Southern Cameroons, where a lot of people they can't use them for the try for misdirect people. So according to some people, they want to claim for talk say Southern Cameroon means say you come up for northwest or southwest of the present context of La République du Cameroun. No, Southern Cameroons it come as a result, say, when they be divide Cameroon into two. French Cameroon it be B, where they want to administer them differently for their side under France. British Cameroons it be B. Then because the British, they see and say we overget a lot of agitation with the Nigerian people, and say culturally we for this side will not be we will get with different ways and for do things them compared to the northern part of the British Cameroons, where it will be made up of Bororo people them, where they attach themselves to the Sokoto Empire, the Emir of Kaduna, and all those kind of whatsoever. Now, where they can't divide us into two, they give a resident general for Northern Cameroon different than the part for Southern Cameroon be. So Southern Cameroon's name it come as a result of the fact that Britain it take the own part of British Cameroons, it divide them into two. So Southern Cameroons it not be a northwest or southwest. Southern Cameroons it not be a southern part of La République du Cameroon. Southern Cameroon now British Cameroons, where it belong from the coast go reach for up, the British people them they divide them into two. Then one it be a northern Cameroons where it get S. Then we on it be a southern Cameroon where it also get S. And I'm taking note for that S with it. Yes, so now for southern Cameroons that. So we don't come up for Cameroon when a German Cameroon we K. We don't pass through Southern Cameroons. Now we go now for former British Southern Cameroons. Former British Southern Cameroons now a name where it come after Southern Cameroons, because why we be Southern Cameroons we will still be under the British. Now we now understand say when we get on independence or we come out under the British, we will be now a former British Southern Cameroons. Will be a former British Southern Cameroons. Now the name that. Then the next name where we will go for the now West Cameroon. So West Cameroon come into existence as say when 1961 it come, we go join La République for form a federation of two states of equal status. La République appear like East Cameroon and then will then appear like West Cameroon. Under normal circumstances, something no be get for be like West Cameroon or East Cameroon. We will get for get La République du Cameroon when an independent nation. Then we'll get for get former British Southern Cameroons independent nation too, where they can't join. So something no be get for even exist like West Cameroon. Okay, if you talk say if you get for exists, if West Cameroon be there, East Cameroon day, we say North Cameroon day, we say South Cameroon day. For globe we get 4 cardinal points them day. The main ones them North, South, East and West. So if West it be B, West Cameroon, East Cameroon a day, we say Northern Cameroon a day, we say Southern Cameroon, South Cameroon a day. Now the thing and that way we get for ask those questions. So we be just go join with them. They want take mago for talk say we be just be like how West Germany be there and East Germany they take we so for put them for there. Now we come on, now we enter for Anglophones. When we don't join La République, how will the French people the way they did for La République they talk French? We will come up for Anglo-Saxon culture, we be they talk English. Now you will bring into light the word Anglophones. Say one make like maybe one country, so one the way they speak English, they be Anglo-Saxon, they will be called Anglophones. The other one then when are French, they will be francophones. So that one, you know, we give a guarantee, so we will be in a one country. Then it can be again, and next one will go for Northwest and Southwest. We don't go join La Republique like Southern Cameroonianism, where will be the exist independently from 1954 to 61. We go join La Republique like former British Southern Cameroons. At that time, we became as West Cameroon. And at that time, we became as Anglophones. And again, because La Republique, it won't come with the divide and rule, it still come again for we own country again, it divide us into two. Now you where you see now, so La Republique, it can't, it talks in Northwest and Southwest. We not be join La Republique like Anglophones. We not be join La Republique like Southwest and Northwest. But now then they use that mago for take we for put and for day. And when this war it began start, La Republique now it don't come out. Say enough he mention those old names them because we don't really get brain for the old names them. Now they don't can bring a new name. They call we say Nozo. They call we say terrorists. They call we say Amber Boys. Voices in the bushes. Then after now they can end say Anglophone leaders. So I believe say when I explain so people that will try to understand the mago way La Republique is using. Because if you not take care, you will go to listen to people when they talk some name, you believe say they deal with you the way those people they did against you. So for move forward, we must exactly define which way all these names and they stand for, because those names them na La Republique again for we. You not go allow somebody, you can't impose a name on you. You get for define your own name. Now why that would they search your own identity? So we don't come up for Cameroon, K, where they call us a German Cameroon. We enter, you get for know the difference between German Cameroon and the status and the territory where German Cameroon it be cover, where it start with K, go end with UN. They are German Cameroon that. We're part of it there for Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea, Chad, and all those things. When you come up for German Cameroon, you go now for British Cameroons. British Cameroons, where it will be that part where they cut and they give for Britain. After they seize German Cameroon, they cut that part they give for British. They will call us a British Cameroons. I mean British Cameroon. British Cameroon, you know, we even get S for the British Cameroon. Then, when the British, they divide them into two, northern part and southern part. Now, where they call and I say British Cameroons, they put S for the. And when they will come, in modern terms, them now, so they can use another, they call and say the Cameroons, where it will mean I say around 3 Cameroons, where they be. So we don't come up for German Cameroons, we enter for British Cameroons, we enter for Southern Cameroons with S, former British Southern Cameroons with S, then we go for West Cameroon, you don't get again S for the. You don't get again S for the, because the other part don't already go the other side. So the one make let's say East Cameroon, West Cameroon. Then we come on now, we go for Anglophones. We come on now, we go for Northwest and Southwest. We come on now, we go for Nozo. We come on now, we go for terrorists. When people they say they fight, they say like public say they fight them, they call them say terrorists. After now they talk say now Amber Boys. After now they talk say voices in the bushes. Now they don't come, they start to carve something different. They call and say Anglophone leaders. When are people where they want to impose them on top you people, where they record them say Unionists, where the French people they go and take them for impose on you, Like how they impose Ayijo on top Bida, they impose Bia on top Ayijo and all the rest. Now why that way you will see say they project Ayuk or Ayeba and all those people where even if independence come tomorrow, we feel still get a figurehead president where it will be teleguided from Yaoundé or France. Now what they call and say Anglophone leaders. Now when we restore with independence, who don't mandate which leader? We don't mandate which elite. We give which vote for it. That's why when I see any person the project itself, say one stand for up, say one be now this person, you want be now this person, so. So now another thing we get for ask and now I say, what to be the difference between the Southern Cameroons problem and the Anglophone problem? The Southern Cameroons problem and the Anglophone problem, from which we are not defining for the Southern Cameroons. Now that territory where it belong come out from Enugu, it can be alone from 1953, 54 to 1961. It began the government, it began the everything, prime minister and everything them. Where we get for the we own banks them, airport them, seaport them, everything. Now what you call and say Southern Cameroons. And at the territory, the nation where it be up say you want to get independence by joining the independent Republic of Cameroon. And the condition where they begin for join them, United Nations be prescribed. Say me the administering authority will be being a Britain when you be get right for external relations and the military together with the government of Southern Cameroons and the government of La Republique. Me they go meet up, they finalize the terms of joining. It not be happen. It will be happen for Fumban and all those things. So the Southern Cameroons problem now I say when they will go join, they will not be fulfill those conditions. Now it will lead to what they call the Southern Cameroons problem, where it means La Republique is annexed a nation. It annexed that nation. Now it will the Southern Cameroons problem since then. Now the problem for identity. For Toxi, we own nation, we own prime minister, we own parliament, we own this, we own this, we own this. We get with power cam, we get PWD, OMPE, all those things. Then why it be say La Republique, it can't move those things? That is the reason where that is the problem of the Southern Cameroons as a nation. Now, when they define those things, they define the problem of identity. See, they want be who they be. Like how a woman if come go married, he want go for married, he get his papa, his birth certificate. I mean, he get his ID card. His papa, he named it, mommy, he named it, all everybody. When he go married, the worry is he want go back for your own name. He want go back for their papa, their house, and all those things. Then the husband will not be able to pay bride price on top. He want start the worry and all those kind of things. Now what they call and say the Southern Cameroons problem, that of identity. Now the Anglophone problem. Now whether they talk say the British policies in Southern Cameroons led to the so-called Anglophone problem of today. We must make a differentiation between the Southern Cameroons problem and Anglophone problem. Southern Cameroon is identified with identity, nationhood. Anglophone is identified with Unionists. Because I often talk for this, that word Anglophone it comes as a result, say, people where they get their own country, they go meet up, so one them, they come with their own country, they meet up. Now when the one can swallow they talk say on our own country now West Cameroon, the other one them now East Cameroon. The citizens where they be talk French, they be Francophones. The one the way they talk English, they be Anglophones. Now the Anglophone problem, now say, when they go join Francophone people, they would now be faced a problem of what marginalization, culturalism, bilingualism, and all those things that within the context of La République du Cameroon. And that is where the Unionists, they stand. The Uchiba, the Frondi them. Everybody where they stand for them. People where they stand against international mediation and all those things, and those are Unionists. Something not they like Federalists. Make some man of who you talk say this, so Anglophones are divided because they are Unionists, they are Federalists, they are whatsoever. No. By the way, Anglophones are people who identify themselves with Francophones in the union within one Cameroon. Now the Southern Cameroon people, Ambazonians, them, now people where they not get nothing for do again with La République, so they don't care. So the Anglophones, them where they want to continue a fake union. Some of them they say they want a confederation. Some say they want special status. Some they say they want a federalism. 2 states, 10 states, 4 states, 20 states. Some they talk say they want a special status and all those things. They are the ones who are divided because their main issue now the form of the state within one Cameroon. But the Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, they not even first talk about the form of the state now. Wait where they want, and I say they want semi-La République. They go for a boundaries where you get them at independence. They leave their territory. So when we define this in the fine, you will realize and I say you not will be able again for the listen to people. Because Mr. Mano can't say, oh, I am a Southern Cameroonian. You just declare say yes, this man they with us. So one can't talk say I am an Ambazonian, you glad with us. So one talk say Abedis, you glad with us. But if you know for define the terms where they call and say Cameroon, German Cameroon with K, from German Cameroon we go for Southern Cameroons, where it means an independent state where we be, where 1954 to 61. From there you go for former British Southern Cameroon. It means say now from 1961, where we be now former, where we don't come out under the British people. From there now, we go join La République. Something La République can tell us say will be West Cameroon. Make like say we will be part of them. So which country together only West and East? No. Will not be being at Germany where they be first split. So if they want join, come together get 4 cardinal points: North, West, South, and East. So we start the North day, we start the Southern part a day. Then we come on now go. The La République people now they call us Anglophones. For divide us again, they call us Northwest, Southwest. Now we don't really know their secret. They can't call we say Nozo. They say la guerre du Nozo, c'est là. They come out now, they go for terrorists. They say Amber boys, as if now only boys and they want independence. As if now only boys and they be Southern Cameroonians. If now only boys and they be inside that nation for former British Southern Cameroons. Woman they be dead, mommy they be dead, papa they be dead, everything. The land, the people, and even the government where it be there. Now they wake up now, they can't talk and say they want to now they talk say Anglophone leaders. Which time will be vote the leaders? We did not vote any leaders. When you can talk say Frundi them, we bar them, Bala them, Bishop Kia them, and other kind of Anglophone leaders. That no, we don't even recognize them. We don't have anything like Anglophone leaders. We get Ambazonian leaders where they come from the counties and the LGS, where we don't put them for there. Yes, as a nation, as a people, we are not Anglophones any longer. So it takes us good now to. We will not talk about this thing. Now we'll go for restoration. So the restoration, it means when you say you restore something that say if you build a house, wind can't chakaram, you build back the house. Wind of chakara a house, you talk say you don't build them back. You only put foundation or you go put in a roof. You go for build back the whole house. So if we want to restore the statehood of Southern Cameroons, we will restore it according to the Montevideo Declaration for 1933, where it defined 4 characteristics for a nation, a state, where it gave for B, where it gave for get internationally recognized boundaries, geographical territory, it get a population, it get a government, and then it will get sovereignty. Yes, it will get sovereignty. So narrating in that way we don't really restore them. We get a government, we get internationally recognized boundaries the way they did, because the only person will not even first know me justify the faxi when the UPC them and the Maquisard them, they be the fight for French Cameroon, they run enter for own territory, while a republic no be wrong can catch them for day. Now because it no be good for trespass international boundaries. When you go for Mudika for day, you go for Matazin for day. Now international boundaries and that way they day for day. The only error where we people them they be do that time where it cost us a lot of havoc now because we not be not define what we call and say nationality law. Because if we be not get that nationality law, we not forget the chaos where it come. We say the chaos it come as a faxi, strangers them or foreigners where they come for different country. Before they enter your own country, you identify them like refugees, like people they run. Like how America now, you don't see with brothers the way they did for you, it don't give them TPS. It protect them. So we believe Bamileke people, Douala people, them other people when they come for our own territory, we not even identify them. They born begin and they grow for they even and then they start to talk with own language, talk other kind of thing. When we want to talk something, they start also say they be Southern Cameroonians and they be Anglophones and they be Wood, whereas they are not part of us. That's the reason why if you go for the Warana Bao people and the rest of what they did, when one of them die, they carry and go back for their country, go bury them for day. So if we be not define all those things them, we will not define all those things them, they not for come for territory can't be for day. It can't just be for they can't give we have other kind of them. So we don't restore the land, the population and the people them. So and now you way we talk say power go back to the people in their LGAs. Maybe now self-imposed people. So now the LGA they organize themselves, they raise money for take part, for take protection for their own communities. Maybe now for restore individuals and all those things. If I want to learn something for this francophone guy they call and say Rana Cabral Libi, we either talk some sort of federalism, say federalism, community federalism, or that kind of thing. So because if they want to try for understand, say they want to use us for talk say community federalism, that kind of federalism, all those kind of things, like how they go bring like a enabler like Balai, they talk say federalism, you say what federalism can be internal or external and all those kind of stuff them. So we're not there now for that kind of issue. Now we go now for the issue of territorial integrity and a nation. Yes, a territorial integrity and a nation. We therefore first define which way it be a colony and a nation, because colonies have been a place where people them they be just come, they feel put the take stone throw and put flag for the other kind of thing. Talk saying that them get that land and them get other kind of thing, they do all those kind of thing. Where they no be don't get treaties, and we no be don't get defined boundaries, where it be just be for the now properties for some kind of people. But when it become rich to the extent where like for 1884, where they started down the partition Africa, now from there where they know now say okay the German boundaries will come off for here, this British will come off for here, this one will come off for here, and this one they come off for here. it's still been under colonies and that, and they be still change and interchange and all those kind of things. Now, which colony is still the way it one claims it want get territorial integrity? No colony inside the world it don't ever claim territorial integrity. You claim your territorial integrity na time when you get independence. Yes. Now why that way you go for fight for it? Even the American people, they fight as a colony of the British colony. They fight, and when they beat off fight, now from there they not start now for asserting their own territory. Now they give birth to their territorial integrity. Like in Africa, where the Bureau draw maps them, put them. The territorial integrity for African countries. Now the day way that country is getting on independence. If you talk with a francophone, ask them for you say, which day La République will get independence? It will tell you the date, 1st of January 1960. What will be the total landscape for La République? 30th of September 1960, they take them to the United Nations. They put their flag for on their map, and that boundary in never change can reach today. So when they get their own independence, they don't get Southern Cameroons, not be part of it. And that issue of territorial integrity, a one come as a result. Say when Ayijo, where we be in a post office person, where we work for North, it one come for that side for South, where they will be educated a little bit more than them for North. They try for the marginalize them, try for look other kind in them. Now he talks say it is promote say me Cameroon can be united, say one Cameroon, say Cameroon be one and indivisible. It means now La République du Cameroon, and when at the same country where it be the campaign for getting independent, where we be under the French rule, one and indivisible Cameroon, it be now under the French rule. Something not be there where they could talk say one and indivisible Cameroons. Okay, take note. Ayijo be the preach one and indivisible Cameroon before 1960, and where they get their independence. Because it not be one say people the way they there for SAR like a Bolivar, and the other one the way they identify themselves that with people that for Congo, Warana, Gabon, and other side the media come go. Now you will they talk say Cameroon be one and indivisible. So now you will be the one try for gather people them where they be for them. Now, if Ayijo campaign before 1961 say Cameroon be one and indivisible, if part of a Southern Cameroon they be no say be being a part of them, why La République it not be vote semi Southern Cameroons get independence by joining them? They did not vote. They vote against it because it will be part of La République. Therefore, vote say we can't join them, so that will be one and indivisible. Yes. If they be preach the one and indivisible Cameroon now from 1972, you will understand. But they don't preach that one before 1972. That means 12 years earlier, where they be not preach them. So now he did that. And then, if you go for the time where African countries they can get independence, now they study agitate. People that can't talk say no. We'll be being a part of this empire. We try be being with this one be being so, this one be being so, this tribe be being so, we be get for being so, this one they say no, we be get for being with Littoral, we be get for being with Bavosan, we be get for being so. Now you go make the African independent countries, they go get two conferences where they be, they get two blocks them, where we get the Moravian block or we get the Casablanca block, and where it can't resolve, say, they not could change the boundaries as they be obtained at the date of independence. Now why that way they can make them, they go make the African Union Constitutive Act Article 4B where La Republic ratify them. Say they get for maintain their own boundaries as they be achieve them on the date of independence. So by the date of independence, where La Republic get independence, Southern Cameroons will be part of your own territory. And we don't rectify that agreement. We don't rectify that agreement. That is it. So if La Republic is fight for maintain their territorial integrity, where it be for La Republic to Cameroon where they get independence, where they get their flag for around 1957, 58, whatsoever, during the reign, we've beat at them. We too now we go for fight for maintain our own territorial integrity, like former British Southern Cameroons, where we call and say Ambazonian today. We may say not even an inch for own territory go for outside. So we not feel one fight for protect the territorial integrity for La Republic, then by sacrificing our own. So now the thing that, so if you see a federalist or a unionist, it will tell you, say this will Cameroon be one and indivisible. You ask and say which Cameroon it get independence when, and wait. It should say La Republic it get authority on us, and wait till it should say we be together. They will tell you say they will go for Fuma. Like Muzu talk say by the 30th of November 1961, the independent state of La Republic will be dissolved and a new state was created. What will be the name for that new state? They will register them for which gazette. They will go declare them for whose side. And whose side the Union Treaty it be a day. If the Union Treaty day, how come it passed La Republic for more than 5 years for move the treaty issue for outside for day? Yes. And if it will be, how come for 2010 they still go give La Republic a Pobia 2 maps them where they show British former British Southern Cameroons and La Republique du Cameroon. So now the thing and that. Now and next thing we will go for dinner, say plenty people they talk say like francophone them or enablers. They talk say this thing is civil war or internal matter. They talk say in a civil war or internal matter. You really believe in a civil war or internal matter? A civil war now war where it take place within a country. If you be an enabler and you want to say or a francophone, you want to say now a civil war. Now, I don't want to ask them for you say civil war now war within one country. Yes. You never define as saying a tribal war. You say civil war. So I want to ask them if the territorial integrity for Cameroon is be limited only for northwest and southwest. If it will be a civil war, they fight all over the 10 provinces for one Cameroon, where one they call them say now one Cameroon, 10 provinces. We for agree say now a civil war. But now when they fight only for northwest and southwest, it is not a civil war. Yes. And a civil war, it get a general issue where it confront the population. Be it, I know say some country they did where like for Rwanda where if you get 2 tribes, them 2 Tutsi and they call the other one Aseweti, where they feel the fight. But it get a common goal. When some people they feel the talk say this and that. So but now where Cameroon it get plenty people there. How come that civil war it only be limited, or you want to talk say the civil war being against francophones and anglophones? So if you want to define them say now against francophones and anglophones, it means now already a genocide, because francophone they decide for kill anglophones because of language issue, because they be different with them from language. Nothing way on get for put them for that. So it not been a civil war because they not fight them all over Cameroon, because it not been a general problem where they affect all of Cameroon. Cameroon get according to one, they get 10 provinces and all those things. Yes. And La Republique says, you never even talk say now a civil war. Why you want to go for Frongo talk say now a civil war? La Republique never talk say now a civil war. Yes. Yes. So, if it will be a civil war, you will realize and say, even a government for La Republique, it will try to get sympathy and protection for people that be vulnerable. Let's say the elderly people, small picking them, and others kind of them, where it will consider them, say that they are people them. When you will hear francophone them, they will sympathize, they demonstrate, they march, they talk, say, no, me, I will not kill these people, and all the fact, they're these other people them. Yes. So the fact that they remain them quiet, why they are military, they can't kill with own people, and they can't fight only for own territory, it means na genocide. Maybe na an internal matter, na international matter, because we get internationally recognized boundaries, a way that is separate both nations. For Matism and for across the Mongo for day, what not for yeah, across the Mongo for day. Yeah. So Ambazonia, they never even cross boundary go for the other side. So how would we call say now a civil war that would be so. So if it will be a civil war, Okala be lie, we can talk say some chiefs and not come up for northwest and southwest, they go for exile for Douala and Yaoundé. When civil war day, we come again go exile for different places where it be so, because every place it will just be other can it be bad for you. So which way matter now say now a failed experiment where it will not happen, and they can't kill Anglophones them because of their land, because of their own culture, because of their own cultural heritage and everything. That is the reason why no Francophone will never be targeted or died for this war. Even a stray bullet from La Republique, it never touch a Francophone them. It means na selective something where they do target a particular people, either because they be Anglophones, they be Ambazonians, they be Amber boys, or they be Anglophones, they be cockroaches, or they be whosoever. Yes. So it is an international issue between two countries, and we call this one now and say genocide. Yes. So now we'll go for look and see if we don't look for this level, we identify saying a genocide. Where to be the solution? Where to be a lasting solution for this genocide in the end? Yes. Because for us to define a lasting solution, we must be very careful with what way La Republique it want try for dictate on us, especially like a own puppet leaders, the way it want try for impose them on us. Yeah, because a lot of say La Republique get the tendency for try for impose leaders on top of people them. And we must identify ourselves, see, we be Ambazonians them, Southern Cameroonians them, where they believe in the independence of Ambazonia, they believe in Ambazonian government, Ambazonian institutions and all those things, and total and absolute separation from La Republique, like Cardinal Tumi Ibitok. Opposed to Unionists. The Unionists can disguise themselves, like they can even use the word Ambazonia, they use the flag whatsoever, but Unionists are always against those things that make Ambazonia different from La Republique. They are against Ambazonian government, against international mediation, against the flag, against all those kind of stuff. So we go for put those things them different. Yes. So when people they can't talk say they want to solve this matter, Unionists they can't talk say no, or me they go shut down with La Republique, they talk, me they come together, go talk, we get for live like brothers and sisters. So how many years when we live like brothers and sisters? 1960 they cheat, 61 they cheat on her, 1972 they cheat on her, 1990 they cheat on her, tripartite talks they cheat on her, national dialogue they cheat on her, all these things they cheat on her. Then wait, it don't change. If the first federation it be fail, what it shows say the second it will can't be. Ask them, see, Why the Czech say Southern Cameroon not survive as a country, as an independent country? May you ask them those things. Some of them will talk say this because they don't do investment, they don't do so. Then ask them. Now the same people where they blame Paul Biya and the rest say they don't invest for Switzerland, they don't invest for different countries and for different countries. So the investment where they do across the Mongo, it be an investment where you invest for foreign country. That's what you get for B. Now the two did for B. So the fact say you don't pass, you go keep so your back for your neighbor, your own house. It not go be and say me you join your neighbor, you destroy your own house. Then you go sleep for your own or shit for your own compound because you believe say you don't go keep your back for day. Yes. Ask the federalists and you and me, the unionists, why it be say they be give two maps for La Republique. Which day La Republique be get the independence? Two maps them, 2010. Which day La Republique be get the independence? Ask them why it be say Anglophones that must die before they go down together with Francophones. Which year and which time where Francophones that all die only because they want to with Anglophones? Which year? When they want to launch multi-partyism, Anglophones they die. Before then, Bernard Follon and the rest they will not die only because of this struggle. They catch Abemukon, they lock them for prison. They catch all the SCNC people and they put all those people for prison. Now people don't die like 40,000 people. Now I want to stop for go plead for go join with them. With people where tomorrow they decide if you do anything, they change anything. So wait it be for the. That is what we will get for talk. We'll get for talk for you because everything don't fail. 1972, Fumba, 1990, all those things that tripartite talks as I don't talk, they don't fail. So the only solution now I say we go for international mediation, we go on top table. If La Republique, you know say it get legality, it get the right upon Southern Cameroons, may it bring the proof for they. They already talk for about 2-3 years and they go for the. If you been a person where you buy a thing with a receipt, where you buy a thing for bookshop, where receipt they give you, they talk say me go for court, go show only that receipt for court, then you win the case. Why you did deny for go for the? Why you did deny for go for the? Now, we will not allow some people that can't parade themselves, like say they be leaders, the way they talk on our own behalf. They be the Ngole, they be the chiefs, they be the church, they be this. When I know say Catholic Church now Cameroon, their La Republique, their church, France now their church. We get a Presbyterian and Baptist. So the Catholic Church it would do everything for favor La Republique, equally like CPD and party for favor La Republique. Now the Catholic people them they don't go carry this thing what they call and say waiting. They say what are waiting they call Simba or whatsoever. Then they don't take Bamenda. They join them with Western Province. They take Southwest. They join them with Littoral because if they want come now for tell on which way they come in future, where they get for go take Northwest join them with Littoral, take Southwest join them. I mean Northwest join them with the Babusam, take Southwest join them for the other side. Eventually, the one law say in future, nothing will exist like Northwest or Southwest or Anglophone regions. As a result, Okala be like and they will come, they change all and achieve them, change everything, put them for outside it. So, if you be a fighter, you be an Ambazonian where you want freedom, where they call and say independence, maybe not freedom where they can't lie on for outside it. The freedom where you want them, now say me La Republique it will draw go for a boundaries where we get them upon the date for her independence. Nothing more, nothing less. We're gonna forget about those things people they talk say, oh we get gold, we get timber. This is we first want to me they come up for land. Time never call for we for go see if we get waiting. Yes. That and as we if wild dog he enter for your house, you know get for talk say no I want drive this dog because I keep my pan for here, I keep my breakable. So we dey look at the risks where the dog you can't bite you, do other things. Say me if I come up for your house. When you don't come out now, you say then you then look and say, okay, now this dog be there for you. Me look at what I be chakara my plate, it be chakara, this one do so, do so, do so. Yes. So Amazonia, it belongs to the people. And power don't go back to the people through their LGAs, Interim House of Representatives, and everybody, the ARF. So maybe now an individual. We don't talk say me wanna fight for defend on our own communities. You know the fight for defend an individual. You know be the fight for restore an individual. You know the war for run and down polo on a the farm where you talk say this so you want defend the interest. You know be na Iganeko. So people they go to talk to the war for Ayabadam, war for Ayabadam or Ayubdam, other people them. Me like say wanna be like Ganeko them for them. Why you not stand up be all those kind of people wanna serve, wanna stand put wanna food them for them. That's what they. So we could talk in the days ahead, try to give more education for people. So fighters we wanna do. Maybe fighters and people the way they defend the territory. When I therefore know, say when I don't defend the territory from La Republic for 5 years, because when I be there 500 of you people. So on a number it be count. And for when I for resist and defend win La Republic, when a number get for the increase from 500 to 600, 700, 800. But when somebody, some individual, he can't talk say go kill your brother. When I go kill 100, how many wanna remain? 400. When I go kill another 100, how many wanna remain? 300. When I kill another 100, how many wanna remain? 200. Another 100, how many wanna remain? 100. When I kill another 50, wanna remain how many? 50. When I kill another 25, wanna remain how many? 25. Now those 25, can you resist? So even I not be get for do something for La Republic, we wanna be there 500. Now you 25 we can be. So now in that way La Republic they can talk say, my brother, I don't look you. You don't come, you can't fight me. You be well armed. You don't carry spear. You carry cutlass. You carry stone. You carry trap. You carry all these things. He say no. If you want some, we will fight. Throw it trap for them. You throw it trap. Throw it cutlass. You throw it cutlass. Throw it this one. You throw him. Throw it this one. You throw him. At the end of the day, you will say you dey empty hand. Ijo will come now. But again now that run away with you. Ijo enter. He finish you. So all those things they want to work out right in the names or in name of unity warriors and all those things. Imagine all these generals they will die. Chacha, Isubu, Ivo, Wazuzu, and all the rest. If all of them be there, if Godfather and all of them be there today, including this all these useless one the way the rock go for DDR center, because these SDF people and the rock can fool them. If all of them be there, La Republic for us surrender for now. And now you people now want to go down for some camp reserve for day. When our own government they pay, wanna do everything, wanna they enjoy life. Talk say yes now wanna be fight for freedom for our country. They make I wanna go to kill on our own brothers. When you go kill your own brothers, that means you know for no nothing. If you want know which way they stop, go for Mbunda, Bamileke people. Something they call and say coupe formula. When man dey for formula, what did it happen? You go, you get 5 beginning, they say give 1, you jam, give 2, you jam, give 3, you jam. You just say I begin to multiply. No, you jam now. After that beginning don't finish. What did they will do? They say give your own head, you jam now, you don't lost. You jam now, you don't lost. So now why that when I go to fight on our own brothers? Because when I listen to individuals, right up to the extent where the road maker will not even know the difference between individuals and diaspora. According to most of them know say diaspora na interim government, Dr. Sako. Diaspora na man where it is shouldn't out of Ambazonia. Person where they white man country they whether na government or not. Person where they diaspora. When I can't say we're not here for diaspora, we want to be on our own. If diaspora not be there, they use the diplomatic this thing. They for all say wanna be terrorists. They for all can even catch una for this and all those people. So 92 he did that. You know go they fight without talk say me barefoot people. They go fight for barefoot. They protect barefoot people. Lebialem the same thing. Ndonga Amantu the same thing, and the rest. Some person no go come up for barefoot or for mancon. It can go right for Bui. It talks to me the final under ye one. They will not see there, or the bribe you not see there, you will go for outside. But if you fight under Bui County, you fight under Bui County. One commander it will come, it go. Then next one come, it go. You will still go for a local government area for they will give you preferential treatment, compensation, dead or alive. So me gonna stop for the listen for all these armed robbers, all these people. I'm gonna stop for kidnap people. I'm gonna stop for do everything, because when gonna kidnap people, gonna carry money jam for them. At the end, they want lost evidence. They will can't kill you. Because I don't hear see some people and they for Bamenda, for that side for Bamenda, they go kidnap people. So when they don't hear say person don't go from Jange, go carry Jange today. They go hold for her say me more give money from Jange. They go do so. That one you know fine. Now what I want to see international community if they say oh and they work and they might treat the same people when I want to protect them. So now the thing we want to get for know that say even a mammy fowl they protect is small picking them from all these bush animals where they can't catch them. So when I not get for go make them make on a population rise against you people and all the like. So now so it is. So now international mediation, and this year now on a year we no want to say me all na go they remain only for bush. We no want to say me go mommy and papa that they get for the suffer a lot. So we want to say me all of us join hands them together. We free we own self. Then when we not free we serve, we there for our own country. We feel argue politics, we do whatsoever. The enemy now like republic we can occupy with territory. But the wrong make and some of you don't lost focus. And they talk say, oh, Dr. Sako don't go left, Sako don't go right, Sako don't go so, Sako don't go so. When I say when I want to do, yes, when I want to take game to the next level. The next level where when I take game go, and I say when I come from morning time to evening, Sako, 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 Sako. Next time to evening, Sako, Sako, Sako. Waiting on the proof against La Republic, which accountability, which other kind of thing that really did it. So when I know say francophone people, they not trust you people, and then all of them when I day for home front, may wanna join on our counties. Yes, your county now for your family come out, now for the way you come out, all those things. You not go get your family people instead for you for day for family meeting when I do things and together. Then you go leave your family. You want go here now for stranger. We go talk say go kidnap this man, go do so, go do so, go do so, go do so, do so, do so. It not go be correct. So I did throw a salute for everybody, and I did tell people them say Ambazonian the way they did for diaspora on a duty and still for do the drafting. All the junior restoration forces the way they did. When I know all my way there for diaspora, when I ask them, ask their family people and say they are beginning to contribute, they are beginning to contribute or whatsoever. And I say they, because any person who will do construction or will buy land or do anything from 2018 can reach today, or they will reach for boya, we you know they support this struggle. It will pay at the end of it. All those things. So make una say no to a revolutionary council. Anything short of a government una become now Anglophones. Anything short of Ambazonia una become now Anglophones. Anything short of our own flags una become now Anglophones. And then the person talks say you know one be for government, not government, you know interim government. You get your own house, you get your own property, then you will come talk say you don't want them. If you don't want interim government, it means say you dey embrace like republic government, because no man dey inside this world where they show for some land with government. No, they. That is exactly what we did that. We're gonna take care for all these Hollywood movies and where people that we call sometimes can't show for outside for the work at the cause distraction. And I want to tell people what they did for prison, see. They fight where we fight. including the people the way they did for restoration force where they did for inside bushes. They can't fight for free you where you did for inside prison. Me wanna stop for the intoxicate this boy them, wanna stop for the tell them story and so. I mean different kind of things them, or for the others. I talk for this thing for pen terrors and T run a T corner there, you tap it them. All of you people on a day inside deep hole where they don't put on a for day. When I get for those remain quiet, people where they day for outside, me they gather themselves together, the fight can liberate on a for day. Instead for you, for wait to be talk to me, any man join hands together, can't free on. When I want trying to talk to this, so when I want more divide people them from prison and all those things. Say, how are you going to free yourself? You dey inside long toilet where they the toilet where part like 12 feet for down. 10 people and they for outside with 10 ropes them. They want put them for down, say me you hold the rope them, you claim. One man send rope, you drag the rope, cut them, put them for on that toilet. Cut and put on that toilet. At the end, you will remain for there. You will remain for there. Instead for you for talk to me, they tie those ropes them together so that when you hold and then you come out of it. When I go shit on for inside prison and all those things them. When I for come out for prison long ago. But when I go for prison and can make now empty noise and all those things them. What it be the need? What it be the reason why we a hunter if they go put trap animal go fall for day, then it come for morning time, it can't move that animal for they go sell. Now because that trap don't hold that animal for way, not be escape. So no animal they will go fall for trap and they want try way for rescue. Then Jesus will go to find a person who want rescue. It be out of place. It may be some of you people are not really understand what really happen. No way where the Republic will tell when I say when I begin to make distraction and all those things then they will free on. Me I tell you something. Even if they do free you people, La Republic will do everything possible for say me lost the evidences, everything, and how they will do. And I say they will finish on you people. They will finish with you people. Yes. Now the two way did that. And then for local population, you don't get no right for salute francophone. Yes. If you did for quarter of francophone, you are not even buy things for them. You are not even salute themselves. Because now the sister they point on our houses and they can't work at the key on francophone about that. You never do nothing. They can't do all those things that for you. So when I get for graduate, we will go for forward like the never again generation. Yes. We will go forward like the never again generation. But we get for no. See, if you do now how when you want pan fufu, some cocoa they will all spoil it. So we will not go concentrate now for the look at spoil cocoyam. We will concentrate now for the move now forward. And we don't like lies them, we get for talking the truth. And everybody must be accountable to you. Yes, you know, go to year till like Chris Anu them talks you don't carry money, go $134,000 when about 75 million. So you don't carry the money, go jam for some man. They ask and say, who? You know, they want to talk the person. If you go bring Ellie Smith, they say they born you for USA, you know, want talk. And then they wake up, you can talk to the right 20 may put on the 17. All those kind of things, they want to begin to listen for all those things. You want to try for grow up and want to avoid for be for any enablers them, all that kind of people that where they inside gonna group them and everything, wanna push them outside because they will make a you know with the reason you know could be focused for which way you want to do. Yes, because if you want to talk some better talk, they will can't talk say, oh, this man a chief man, this man are this man are this man are this man are this. Talk said they say Dr. Sakoda failed, this one don't fail. Now you ask and say how you don't succeed, what you did do. No man no they hear nothing. Cool plotters them. They all raise money plenty. We not even find no play with the money they go for day. So we'll see tomorrow. I thank everybody where it be for here. I mean UN. Okay, thank you plenty. We'll go for focus. We draft, join your LGA, pay your ABC contribution and all the like. And may wanna stop for home front for the talk say people that they confuse, people that they do so. What do you confuse for? This thing in a war between Ambazonia and La Republique. and international mediation again for solve and at the position for the interim government. Now you Dr. Sako you don't talk. So if you can't run for outside, they say you confused because the man talking on this man talking on this man talking on all this kind of thing. You go for no. Say like probably they always come with distraction, divide and rule and all those things for confuse you. For confuse you. You go for read the signboard. You know you go some place you read for some 3 corners so then 3 rows and they say you're all confused. Now you say you go for read and for no side, you want go for boy, I want go now for this place, this place, this place. So now the right road this I go for take and go. So that is exactly what we did that. So I thank you plenty.
You're watching the People's Television, ABC Amber TV, the voice of Ambazonia. Stay tuned.